8 months of actually building with AI coding agents, not running demos, shipping code. Here's what the experience actually looks like once you get past the tutorial. The reference point is a blog post called 8 More Months of Agents by David Crawshaw, which surfaced on Hacker News in early 2026 with 223 points and 241 comments. Crawshaw had previously written about his earlier experiences, and this post is an update, more nuanced, more grounded in what he's learned from longer term use. The thread that formed around it is worth reading in its own right. It's one of the more honest conversations about AI agents I've seen from people who are clearly using these tools seriously and not just evaluating them. The issue that comes up most often: coding agents lack object permanence. What this means in practice: an agent can write good code within a single session, within a well defined scope, but if you give it a large or complex task, it tends to lose track of the overall plan as it works. It'll get fixated on a subproblem. It'll make decisions that are locally correct but globally wrong. It'll confidently implement something that contradicts a constraint you specified 3 messages back. The workaround that works: you have to front load the plan so explicitly that the agent almost can't ignore it. Detailed task descriptions, one step at a time, stated constraints, explicit confirmation of scope. One commenter in the thread said it well: keeping them on a coherent plan requires giving them such a thoroughly documented plan up front that the plan itself becomes half the work. If you've been using Claude Code or Cursor in a structured way, small commits, explicit task descriptions, reviewing before merging, you've been solving this problem without necessarily naming it. The question one commenter raised in the thread is worth sitting with. If AI coding agents are genuinely delivering a 10x productivity increase, where is the 10x output? We're not seeing a 10x increase in shipped features, in open source contributions, in deployed software. The tools are real. The gap between the claimed multiplier and the observable result is also real. Part of the answer: the productivity gains are real but unevenly distributed. Agents are excellent at well-defined, reversible tasks, generating boilerplate, writing tests, refactoring to a pattern, implementing something with a clear spec. They struggle with tasks that require sustained, coherent judgment across many steps. That's not a flaw to be patched. It's a constraint on how the tools should be used. There's also an honest data point worth including. Someone tested a medium-scale agentic coding project specifically to evaluate the limits. Their conclusion: you can make demos that look impressive, but building software you would actually put in production is still a different challenge. And the Cursor story that surfaced in the same thread: a reported attempt to build a new browser using AI agents, which resulted in a non-functioning wrapper around existing browser libraries after significant API spend. That's not a reason to stop using AI tools. It is a useful calibration point for what agentic systems can and cannot sustain. The honest picture: AI coding tools are genuinely useful. The productivity gain for the right tasks is real and measurable. The gap between the demo and the production workflow is also real. 8 months in, the pattern that works is the same pattern that was always going to work. Small tasks, explicit plans, human verification at the boundaries. The Hacker News thread link is in the description.